Hello friends, welcome to Gentleman Cadet Academy GCA. Hope you all are doing good. So another video in the updated relation series, the most important of all, India-China relations 2024. I've already made detailed around 30 minutes video on India-China relations 3 years back, where everything was covered right from the historical background, areas of concern, area of cooperation. If you want to watch that video, the detailed one, the link of the video is available in the I button. But this video will not go in detail. This will only focus on the issues that happened in last 1 or 2 years, especially the recent developments in 2024. So this will be helpful if you want to cover this topic in 3 minutes for the lecturate. And again, without wasting any time, let us start. So starting with the basic information, India and China are the world's two most populous nations, which share a complex and multifaceted relationship which is characterized by both cooperation and conflict. And the historical context of their relationship stretches back centuries, encompassing a rich pattern of trade, cultural exchanges, and dialogues. However, significant tensions emerged in the 20th century, particularly highlighted by the Sino-India War in 1962, which basically stemmed from long-standing issues and unresolved border disputes. And this war not only altered territorial dynamics but also left a lasting impact on bilateral relations, sowing seeds of mistrust that have persisted through the decades and still continue to influence current interactions. But despite the historical tensions, there have been concerned efforts to foster cooperation between two nations. So the most notable was the Panchashil Agreement in 1954, which aimed to promote principles of peaceful coexistence and mutual respect. But still, subsequent events, including military skirmishes, trade disagreements, and growing geopolitical rivalries, have complicated this framework, demonstrating the difficulty of maintaining a stable partnership amid underlying tensions. But today, India China relations are shaped by a blend of competition and collaboration, particularly in economic ties, technological advancements, and regional security dynamics. And in 2024, this year, the relationship between both the countries encompasses significant economic collaboration, especially in trade and investment, but is further complicated by strategic rivalries, particularly in the increasingly vital Indo-Pacific region. Now let us discuss the major developments in year 2024. So the very first is the border issues and security concerns. So India-China border dispute remains a critical flashpoint in bilateral relations. In 2024, tensions persisted along the line of actual control, particularly in the eastern Ladakh region. And following clashes in previous year, both the nations have significantly increased military deployments in the area, leading to a fragile standoff that risks escalating at any moment. Although diplomatic dialogues have continued with multiple rounds of talk aimed at disengagement and de-escalation, but the lack of permanent resolution keeps the border issue contentious, and the ongoing deployment of military infrastructure and resources along the LAC. Then the second major development is the economic interdependence. So despite the ongoing border tensions, the economic ties between both the countries remain substantial and significant, and in 2024, bilateral trade is projected to exceed $100 billion, with China recognized as one of India's largest trading partner. India imports a diverse array of goods from China, including electronics, machinery, pharmaceuticals, while exporting textiles, agriculture products, and software services. However, this economic relationship is also marked by increasing scrutiny and calls for greater self-reliance from India. And in response to previous border tensions, India has implemented restrictions on Chinese investments and also intensified scrutiny of imports, leading to a robust push for the Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is self-reliant India initiative. And consequently, India is actively seeking to diversify its supply chains and reduce its dependency on Chinese goods, aiming to build a more resilient economy. Then the third major development is the geopolitical maneuvering. So the geopolitical landscape in Asia is undergoing significant changes, and both India and China, they are navigating increasingly complex regional dynamics. In 2024, India is further aligning itself with US and other like-minded nations through cooperative platforms like Quad, and this partnership is perceived as a strategic counter to China's growing assertiveness and influence in the Indo-Pacific region, highlighting India's commitment to enhancing its global standing. And on the other side, China is actively strengthening its influence in South Asia and beyond, often through substantial investment and large-scale infrastructure projects under the Belt and Road Initiative. In 2024, the growing Chinese presence in countries such as Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, there raises considerable concerns for India, which views this expansion as an encroachment into its traditional sphere of influence and a challenge to its regional authority. Then moving forward, climate change represents an area where both the countries share significant common interests, as both the nations are among the largest greenhouse gas emitters in the world. In 2024, both the countries have committed to enhancing cooperation on environmental issues, particularly in renewable energy and sustainable development initiatives. Collaborative efforts may include joint initiatives focusing on cleaner energy technology transfer, and shared commitments under international climate agreements. Then the last is the cultural and people to people exchanges. So the cultural ties between both the nations, which often eclipsed by political and economic issues, remain significant and impactful. In 2024, various initiatives aimed at promoting and tourism, cultural exchanges, and educational collaborations are underway with the goal of fostering mutual understanding and reducing tension between both the nations. And programs that focus on youth exchange and cooperation in fields such as art, literature, and education can help build bridges and create a more favorable atmosphere despite the broader challenges present in bilateral relations. And such cultural initiatives are essential for nurturing goodwill and long-term understanding. Now moving to the most important part of the video, challenges. So both the nations acknowledge the importance of the relationship. However, there are significant challenges that remain that threaten to destabilize future interactions. So the very first is the nationalism and domestic policies. So rising nationalism in both the countries, they complicates diplomatic efforts. In India, public sentiment against China has been worsened by recent border clashes and persistent trade imbalances, fueling calls for stronger government action. And in China, an assertive nationalism impacted its foreign policy approach, often leading to more confrontational stance towards India, which complicates efforts to reach a consensus on various issues. Then second is the territorial disputes. So the unresolved border issue continues to be a primary source of friction, and any military escalation or confrontation could quickly spiral into a broader crisis with potential repercussions not just for the two nations but for the entire region, undermining stability and increasing the risk of conflict. Then the last is the economic dependency and vulnerabilities. So India's economic reliance on Chinese goods poses several challenges, particularly in critical sectors like electronics and pharmaceuticals. And efforts to decouple supply chains could disrupt economic stability and growth, posing further complications for policymakers who must balance national security concerns with economic pragmatism. So therefore, the future prospect, the outlook for both the relations in 2024 remains uncertain and complex, and the possibility for improved ties exist, contingent on both countries' willingness to engage in constructive dialogue and manage their differences effectively. And the future of this relationship will depend significantly on their ability to navigate these challenges, harness opportunities for collaboration, and to build a more stable framework for cooperation. So finally, in the conclusion, I can say that the relationship between both the countries in 2024 are characterized by a delicate balance of competition and cooperation, shaped by critical challenges and opportunities that influence the bilateral landscape. And both the nations are navigating their respective paths in increasingly rapid evolving geopolitical environment. The future of the relationship will have a significant implications for regional stability and global dynamics. And there is a need to address the challenges between both the nations and also to seize the opportunities for collaboration so both the countries can work toward a future that promotes peace, stability, and mutual prosperity in an interconnected world. So friends, this is all about today's video, and this video was in crisp form. I have tried to keep this video as short as possible, but still, if you want to watch the detailed video, the link of the video is available in the I button, where I have covered everything about Indo-China relations, which got close to 97k views. So till then, keep learning, keep watching, keep supporting, and keep preparing. And more videos are coming in the updated relationship series soon. Thank you.